शांति ओम 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 शांति ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि।
Welcome to the Brahma Kumaris, where a new world is opened up for you. From humble beginnings in India in 1936 to a global organization with over 8,000 centers in 110 countries and 1 million students worldwide, through their tireless commitment, passionate heart, and determined spirit, the Brahma Kumaris arrived in America in 1974 and have since grown to 35 main centers throughout America. There are also 2 residential retreat centers, Peace Village, located in upstate New York, and Anubhuti, located in Novato, California.
I want to just share a little bit about how the centers of Raj Yoga meditation began in United States. Actually, I was in Caribbean islands and I got invitation from New York that we want to start something about meditation. And it was in 1978 I came here and we rented a very small apartment in Astoria. And from there I found that a lot of people have interest. I realized that there is so much need, and from there onwards then centers started in many other states.
Our centers are safe spaces where you can explore the power of your inner world.
The classes are conducted in many homes, many cities all over across the United States. A lot of people, they learn meditation, they use it, that meditation, at their workplace, in their family, and also I find that children, young adults, because they are so much into like what really is the life about.
The Brahma Kumaris are dedicated to personal and global transformation through the study and spiritual practice of Raj Yoga meditation. And at the heart of our teaching is the belief that the pathway to peace and happiness is to remember our original nature as spiritual beings, connected to the one source. In 1981, the organization received recognition as an international non-governmental organization affiliated with the United Nations and accredited with general consultative status with the Economic and Social Council. From organizing large-scale global initiatives to local community programs, the Brahma Kumaris has a tradition of service in every field that fosters spiritual growth among individuals from all backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life.
I hold on to this vision, the world of love, world of peace and harmony, world which is free from conflict and sorrow, where we can live as brothers, one family, children of common parents, one supreme divine power.
This is your invitation to awaken and join us in creating a world of love, peace, and kindness. Om Shanti.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this wonderful event. So, we just wanted to share some few things. We request everyone to maintain silence throughout the event. We appreciate least distractions and moments, especially when Sister Shivani will be on the stage. Please help yourselves before that if need be. And another request, if you could all mute your cell phones and use no flashes for the pictures to avoid the distractions. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Anybody who needs Hindi translation, at this time, if you could go to the center in the back, you'll be given a link. आपको एक लिंक दी जाएगी अगर किसी को भी हिंदी का translation चाहिए. Please go to the back and you will be given a link and you can plug in your headphones and tune into the event in Hindi. We'll begin shortly. Please mute your phones in the meantime. We'll begin shortly. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you once again for coming early and taking your seats. We welcome you all to this International Day of Peace commemoration. As more of our brothers and sisters are joining us, we have a few items to engage you with. We first have a choir, as you can see, presenting a song for peace. Please welcome on stage Canterbury Voices. Thank you, Canterbury Voices, for gracing our commemoration of the International Day of Peace. Now in its 5th decade, Canterbury Voices has grown into the premier symphony chorus of Oklahoma, bringing singers and audiences from throughout our great state of Oklahoma to the place where music truly comes alive, like it came alive today. Up next, I would like to welcome our performers with the Nritya Arpan Dance School for the Peace Dance. Nishita Shah is the founder and creative director of Nritya Arpan. She's a recipient of numerous accolades, including the prestigious President's Volunteer Service Award and Gold Medal. Her two elite students will present a peace song on Om Shanti Om. Please join me in welcoming them.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि है, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. बड़ा है सुख कर ये मंत्र मन हर, Om Shanti, मंगल ध्वनि है, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. शांति से हम गूंजाएं, आओ धरती व्योम, आओ धरती व्योम, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. शांति करे जागृत आत्मा में जो, आत्मा में जो, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti से मिटे अज्ञान का तम को, अज्ञान का तम तो, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti की शक्ति से पत्थर भी होता मोम, ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि है, Om Shanti, Om शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति
Thank you. Thank you, Nritya Arpan Dance School, for that beautiful peace dance. Welcome, everyone, to the International Day of Peace commemoration. This event is very special as we have Sister Shivani with us. My name is Akash Patel, and I'm the chairman of the United Nations Association of the United States, and I'm going to be your MC today. We have a few things lined up, so without taking much time, let's get it started. We will begin with a video message by Sister Mohini, who is lovingly called Mohini Didi. She's the additional administrative head of Brahma Kumaris and is also the regional coordinator for the Brahma Kumaris of the Americas, Canada, and the Caribbean islands. Let's listen to her message for today.
Om Shanti. I am so happy to welcome you all here to attend a very beautiful session with Sister Shivani. I represent Brahma Kumaris, which was founded in 1937, and it has all over the world, in 110 countries, more than 10,000 branches. At every branch, at every service place, there are classes for meditation, including understanding of spiritual knowledge, helping to inculcate values and virtues in life, and become a good instrument to serve the humanity all over the world. Teachings are for everyone without any definitions for either from a religion or race or gender. It's for everyone. And the life changes completely. It is the time we are all thinking together here. It is the time where there is very deep inner seeking of peace and inner power. Whatever is happening in the world around us, stay very calm, stay very peaceful. Observe it, watch it, but also it's very important to gain inner strength to do that. And to get inner strength, we need to have connection with the Source, with the Creator, with the Supreme, one who has all the powers. Through my thoughts, I connect and understand my relationship with my Creator, one who is eternal, one who is bestower. And more I connect with one Supreme, there will be inner power, inner peace, not only inner strength, but a lot of stability, security. And I think that is most needed at this time. And this experience of being with Supreme helps us to come out of our habit of worrying and concerns. But we always remember that, no, I have to be with God, with Father, but also have awareness of my own being as eternal, immortal, a being of light, and also being of power. So my mind, my intellect, instead of connecting with circumstances, people, situations, I connect them with the Supreme. And I start taking love, peace, happiness, joy, understanding, all the powers. And that is what is the need of time. And we are fortunate to have Sister Shivani with us, and definitely her words will enlighten all of us. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Mohini, for that insightful message. I now invite Sister Geeta and Sister Bindu to come on stage. Sister Geeta is the Director of California, National Co-Coordinator for the United States. She will be speaking briefly on the theme of this tour, It's Time. And Sister Bindu, who is the coordinator for the Brahma Kumari services in Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, and the Denver metro area, Colorado. She'll be speaking about the services.
Om Shanti. Om means I, the soul, and peace means Shanti, peace. I'm sure you all are agree with me that time is flying. Isn't it true? Time is flying. And what I had to do, just have some time for yourself. Recognize yourself. Who am I? Where I came from? What is my goal? How I can really experience this peace within myself. Because we are doing, running, and then it says, I don't have time. But where my time passed? So now it is a really time for the self, that how I can go step by step within my inner self and understand myself, recognize myself, give that value of your beautiful being, who you are. And as soon as you started to have this inner journey, you will find out the jewels which you deserve it, which you have your own, that which we are not recognized and wandering, running, searching outside, and more we make our life miserable. So let's give it at least quality time for yourself. And if you really can give that quality time for yourself, then you can help unlimited souls and you receive lots of blessings. So now, this is the time. Please give the value, recognize yourself, play your part, what you have, really know about things, and enjoy that. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti and welcome everyone. Very happy to have the International Day of Peace commemoration for the third consecutive year this year. And also very happy that this year it's very special because we have Sister Shivani with us. This is really a blessing for us. I really want to thank our dear Sister Mohini, who is the additional administrative head of the Brahma Kumaris, and also she's the regional coordinator for the Americas, Caribbean, and Canada. It is because of her understanding that we were able to have this event today. Just a little of the Brahma Kumaris services in Oklahoma. So we have a meditation center in Oklahoma City, and we give Raj Yoga meditation courses and other classes like stress management, kids classes, parents classes, and there are many other classes that are required, that people are searching for, that we are giving on a daily basis, workshops, seminars. All the services that we have been giving and will be giving is free to the public. And so we have our website, it's timetomeditate.us, where you can go in and look for anything that you would think would be needed by you. So thank you very much, and with that, Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sister Geeta, and thank you, Sister Bindu. Just a couple more reminders for those of you who are just joining us. Please move up front in some of the seats that you see. Please move to the seats in the front. If you're just joining us and you need Hindi translation, I request that you go to that center. I think there's somebody in the center right there who'll give you a link. With that link, you can put your headphones on and you will be able to tune in and listen to the program in Hindi. We also have Spanish interpretation. So thank you everybody for moving up in the front. This is also a good time to remind everybody to silence their phones. If you haven't already done that, please silence your phones. Thank you, everyone. Due to some unavoidable reasons, the mayor of Midwest City is not able to make it today, but we are so delighted that the vice mayor, Pat Byrne, has happily accepted our invitation, and he's somewhere in the audience with us. I would like to invite the Vice Mayor, Pat Byrne, of Midwest City, Oklahoma, to come on stage and give the message for today, including the proclamation by the mayor. Pat Byrne has been on the Midwest City Council for 9 years and has been Vice Mayor for 8. He's been a resident of Midwest City for over 40 years, and his wife is a lifelong resident of Midwest City. He and his wife have a son and 2 grandchildren who also live in the local area. Please join me in welcoming Vice Mayor Pat Byrne.
Okay. And as he stated, unfortunately, the mayor couldn't be here today. After he scheduled to appear here, he had a surgery and he's laid up at home. First off, I'd like to welcome everyone that's in attendance to Midwest City and Rose State. I would also particularly like to welcome Sister Shivani to Midwest City. I did some research after I knew I was going to give this proclamation, and it's quite a privilege for her to start her speaking tour across the United States and started here in Midwest City. So that we feel pretty lucky that she chose that. And I have a proclamation to read, and it is signed by the mayor. And like I said, unfortunately, he had surgery on Monday, so he's home resting, and you get the second team, so here I am. And I promise I'm not going to be long, because I know there's nothing worse than a politician that won't shut up. So whereas the International Day of Peace is celebrated annually on September 21st to promote global peace and understanding and harmony among all people and nations. Whereas the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center, and I hope I got that right, in Oklahoma City is committed to nurturing inner peace, personal growth, and community well-being through meditation and spiritual practices. Whereas Sister Shivani, an esteemed spiritual leader and educator, will be speaking at Rose State Performing Arts Center, Midwest City, on September 7th, 2024, to inspire individuals to embody and spread peace in their lives and communities. Whereas this event provides a meaningful opportunity to reflect on the values of peace and unity, aligning with the spirit of the International Day of Peace. Therefore, I, Matthew D. Dukes, Mayor of Midwest City, do hereby recognize and honor September 7th, 2024, as a significant day to celebrate the ideals in peace and commend the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center for their dedication to fostering these values and to proclaim this day as a day of peace in the city of Midwest City. Encourage all citizens of Midwest City to participate in this event and embrace the principles of peace in their daily lives. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the honored seal of the city of Midwest City, Oklahoma, to be affixed this 10th day of August in the year of the Lord 2024, and it's signed by Mayor Dukes and attested to by our city clerk.
Thank you. Thank you, Vice Mayor Pat Byrne, for that proclamation. I now invite Sister Shivani, who's already on the stage with Sister Geeta. Sister Shivani needs no introduction, but for those of you who don't know her, very briefly, Sister Shivani is a well-known spiritual teacher and member of the Brahma Kumaris, a global spiritual organization. She's recognized for her work in promoting spiritual values, inner peace, and personal development. Her approach combines traditional spiritual practices with practical advice for everyday life. I request Sister Shivani at this time to present an award and a token of appreciation to Vice Mayor Pat Byrne. This award is an appreciation and gratitude for his exceptional leadership, dedication, and unwavering commitment to fostering peace and unity in our community. In the meantime, as Sister Shivani presents this award to Vice Mayor Byrne, I request the following leaders to come up to the stage for the lamp lighting. Sister Shivani, Sister Geeta, Sister Bindu, Brother Venkatesh, Vice Mayor of Midwest City, Pat Byrne, who's already on the stage with us, President of the Interfaith Alliance of Oklahoma, and board member of the Sikh Gurudwara of Oklahoma, President of the Gujarati Samaj of Oklahoma, Mr. Bharat Patel, President of the Hindu Temple of Oklahoma, Mr. Venkata Goparaju, the Imam of the Islamic Society of Greater Oklahoma City, Dr. Imad Inchasi, Venerable Dr. Pierre Ratna Hingulwala, Spiritual Advisor of the Oklahoma Buddhist Vihara and the Kansas Meditation Center, Terry Angier, representing the Baha'i Faith of Oklahoma, and the Executive Director for the Canterbury Voices, Pam Mowry. Thank you to our interfaith leaders for gracing the commemoration of the International Day of Peace event, and to Vice Mayor Pat Byrne for that very special proclamation from the city of Midwest City. At this time, I have a very small surprise. And the surprise is for Sister Shivani. As the chairman of the United Nations Association of the United States, I work very closely with Sister Bindu and interfaith leaders from across the state and from across the country. And we're so honored that Sister Shivani came to Oklahoma and is gracing this event. So on behalf of 5 organizations from across the state of Oklahoma, including the organization that I founded, the Happy World Foundation, the Interfaith Alliance of Oklahoma, the Gujarati Samaj of Oklahoma, the Sikh Gurudwara of Oklahoma, and Harmony Nutraceuticals and Healing Center, we wanted to present Sister Shivani with the Beacon of Peace Award in recognition for her outstanding commitment to fostering peace and harmony on this International Day of Peace 2024. And I have a very special message from Governor Kevin Stitt, who couldn't be with us today, and leader Cyndi Munson, that I will also be presenting to Sister Shivani. All right, at this time, really quick, you will see up on the screen a message from Governor Kevin Stitt, and the governor has presented this commendation to Sister Shivani with great pleasure and admiration that he commends her for being awarded the prestigious Beacon of Peace Award. Her unwavering commitment to promoting peace and dedication to helping others have positively influenced countless lives. This award is a well-deserved recognition of your significant contributions to our community. Congratulations on this outstanding achievement. Oklahoma is so grateful to have you. The other, we have a citation of congratulations from the Oklahoma legislature, which reads, whereas Sister Shivani was selected to receive the Beacon of Peace Award at the International Day of Peace celebration on September 7, 2024 at Rose State College. And whereas Sister Shivani is globally renowned spiritual leader and practitioner of Raja Yoga meditation with the Brahma Kumaris. She has touched the lives of millions through her profound wisdom, deep compassion, and practical guidance. And whereas this award serves as a well-deserved recognition of Sister Shivani's commitment to promoting inner peace, positive thinking, and emotional resilience, she has dedicated her life to helping others transform from within. Her wisdom inspires people worldwide to overcome stress, anxiety, relationship challenges by fostering a deeper connection to the self and embracing spiritual principles in everyday life. Whereas, through her powerful lectures, transformative workshops, and extensive media presence, Sister Shivani empowers individuals to navigate life's challenges with clarity and inner strength, guiding them towards more fulfilling and harmonious life. Whereas, it is fitting and proper that the Oklahoma legislature, acting on behalf of the people of this great state, does hereby laud and commend Sister Shivani. Now therefore, pursuant to the motion of Leader Cyndi Munson, the Oklahoma State Legislature extends to Sister Shivani sincere congratulations and directs that this citation be presented.
Om Shanti. Om means I the being. At the Brahma Kumaris, we greet each other with the word Om Shanti, because a greeting is a high energy word. Like every morning when we meet each other, we say good morning, right? So when we are saying good morning, we are radiating a blessing, saying that I wish that your morning is beautiful. But sometimes we believe that we are so short of time that instead of saying good morning, we just say morning. होता है ऐसा कि नहीं होता है ना? We just say morning and the other person says morning. Always to remember that it's not just a greeting, but it is a blessing. A blessing which is a high energy word, which will first energize. Whom will it energize first? Who will it energize first? It will energize the person who is creating that greeting. And then that energy of that word radiates to the opposite person, and they again respond from there with a blessing. So it energizes them, and while the two are greeting each other, the vibration of that high energy word is radiating into the environment. And so at the Brahma Kumaris, we greet each other saying Om Shanti, the meaning of which is I am a peaceful being. So Om means I the being, and Shanti means peace. So when we say Om Shanti, we are gently reminding ourselves and radiating that vibration to the other person that you and me, we are a, what are we reminding each other? We are a, see, now that phone ringtone disturbed peace. Did it disturb the peace? How many of us believe that that phone ringtone disturbed the peace? Raise your hands. Can we have full lights in the hall? Whatever is possible, maximum. How many of us believe the phone ringtone disturbed our peace? Oh, it disturbed the peace of so many minds. The phone ringtone, a beautiful ringtone. See, one more. There, one more. These were all planted there just to check that while we were reminding ourselves, I am a peaceful being, and here comes a little, only a ringtone. Can't even call it a situation in life, just a ringtone. And while we were reminding ourselves that I am a peaceful being, comes this beautiful ringtone, and we said, this ringtone disturbed my peace. And while we were just settling down, came another one. And then while we were settling down, will come another one. And then while we are settling down, will come another situation. And then another. And then another. And that peace, which is my nature, no more remains as my experience. And we reach a stage where we start believing, I want peace. How many of us want peace? So now, the journey from I want peace to I am peace. So all of us want peace, and all of us also want a peaceful world. How many want a peaceful world? Yes. And how many of us want a peaceful home?
So it's peaceful me, peaceful home, peaceful country, peaceful world. In which order is it going to go? Peaceful me, peaceful home, peaceful country, peaceful world. In what order is it going to go? Okay, let's take a minute of silence. Let's tap in to that wisdom within and ask ourselves what the answer is. Just sit back straight, relax the body, take 3 deep breaths, and bring your attention to the center of the forehead, because that's where we create our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings. Everything I know, everything I think is happening here. So let's withdraw our attention from this outside world and just look at our inner world, the world of my thoughts and feelings. It's that world where I'm looking for peace. I want a peaceful world outside, and I also want a peaceful world within. Just feel that space there, here, because whenever there is chaos, whenever there is a disturbance, it's here where we feel that clutter, the noise. And it says, and sometimes we say, it's so heavy here. And sometimes we believe it's hurting here. So that inner world, and gently ask yourself this question: do I have the power to create peace in my inner world? And just feel this place here. And just visualize what would it mean to experience peace here. What would it mean? What would it feel like? And when it is not peaceful there, what is the noise about? What is the chaos about? I know the chaos in the outer world. I know what the noise is in the outer world. I know what the problems are in the outer world. I know everything that's happening in every part of the outer world. But let me look at my inner world. What is the noise there? What is the chaos about over there? Each one's will be different. The problems, the chaos, the noise in the outer world, we all know the answer, and the answer will be the same. But when it comes to my noise in the inner world, it's going to be different for each one of us. So just look at that world of thoughts and feelings and say, ask yourself, what's all the noise about? You can just reflect on this morning. on the week that has passed, or just the overall quality of my inner world. What is the noise there about? We have to look at the cause of the noise to then find the solution of silence. We need to find the reason of the chaos to then find the solution of stillness. What is the cause of the noise, that disturbance, the confusion, the problems in my inner world? It's personal. I'm sure each one of us has our phone with us. Just pick up your phone and type whatever answer you have got right now. What is the cause of the noise in my inner world? Let's write it right now, right away. Because it's something we rarely do. We are surfing, reading, consuming everything that's happening in the outer world. This answer is only for you, because once I find the reason for the noise, it's easy to create that silence there. Type it out. What is my reason? Everyone, it should do it. Not the outer world. Here, whenever I feel heavy here, what's the reason? What is the heaviness about? When I want to just be silent, what is the noise about? When I want to focus my mind on something, what is the clutter there about? Because it's there that I'm looking for peace. Kariye. How many found the reason? Type it out. Not long lines, just 2-3 words. So that when we go back home and tomorrow and day after, we know we've made the diagnosis. How many have not been able to find the reason? It has to be one, right? Either I've found or I've not found. Is there any third option there? Either I found the reason or not found the reason. Okay, so how many found the reason for the noise? Acha. How many not found the reason for the noise? And how many don't know what the noise is? So where's the question of finding the reason for that? Acha, we don't know what the noise is. Okay. Okay. Out of those who found the reason for the noise, if anyone would like to share, just in one word, what is the reason for the noise? Anybody can share. Not satisfied. Complete the line. Not satisfied with. Fill in the blank. Acha. Everything, life. Okay. So everything is covered in that subject. Not satisfied with life. What would be the meaning of the line, not satisfied with life? Means
It's not going. Let's complete the line. We all know the answer to everything here. Not satisfied with life means it's not going my way. Perfect. Any other answer to what's the reason for the noise? Work is the reason for the noise. Work is the reason for the noise in the outer world. What is the reason for the noise here? Work is outside. That's why we have to be very clear. That's why I said write it out, because we are not very clear. So any thought, any vibration which is a lower energy is uncomfortable. And any vibration which is a higher energy is comfortable. Now if the phone rings and I just change my perception about it and I say, phone ringing in a program is phone ringing in a program is right? No. It's not wrong. It's right. It's not right also. See, we are opening everything over here. We are just going to change everything over here. Because the right and wrong is not about what's happening outside. The right and wrong is about how I'm thinking about what's happening outside. If I'm not thinking right, I can think wrong even about right things. And if I start thinking right, I can start thinking right even about those things which are not right outside. The power is here. But when I don't use this power, then everything which is not as per my definition of right, I allow myself to create thoughts like wrong, this is wrong, they are wrong, he is wrong, she is wrong, everybody is wrong. And when I start creating that energy, there is noise here. There is noise here. And when there is noise here, I stop creating the right energy. Now it's no more about the outside world. Now it is the wrong which I'm creating in my inner world. And the inner world is all about how I perceive the outer world. Simple decision is which one is easier? Where is it easier for me to create? Outer world or inner world? So even if I wish that it should be first outer world, can I do it? Is that outer world in my control? Sure? 100%. 100%. Outer world is not in my control. 100%. Inner world in my control? Then why are we here on a Saturday afternoon? If inner world is in my control, there's peace. Then we don't need to be here to say, I want peace. If inner world is in my control, then when the phone rang, I had a choice how to think. But if I have that choice, I have that power. But when I don't use that choice, I don't consciously create the inner world to create the thought which is right. I just react to what is happening outside. And I just create a thought out of the perception, event, phone rang, wrong. Just wrong. Without thinking, why did this happen? What was the reason? Who was the person? Did they do it intentionally? Was they unaware? Did they forget? Or didn't even think all that? Didn't even give space to the mind to even try and understand that outer situation. And we just said, event, phone rang, wrong. And once I create that word wrong here, the ripples have started in that silent pond. Can you visualize a pond? Still, absolute stillness. That is peace. That is the peace that we are looking for, when over here is absolute stillness. And I was very still and the phone rang. But the phone was a noise outside. What created the ripple effect inside was not the noise of the phone. What created the ripple inside? My thought about the noise of the phone. This has to be underlined. Because today it's just the phone. Tomorrow it can be your spouse shouting. That's also a noise. That's also a noise. They can have a reason for saying what they are saying. They can have a reason for how they are saying what they are saying. But it's not my way. And when it's not my way, and there is a noise outside, I create noise inside. And then day after tomorrow, it will be something bigger and bigger and bigger. And we are saying, even if there is noise in the outer world, I should be first creating peace in the inner world. How is this possible? How is this possible? 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 Possible. And how is that possible? By only, let's not even use the word control. It sounds very 24 hours, who's going to control over here? Because thoughts we are creating even in our sleep. Even in our sleep we are creating thoughts. Ever experienced a disturbed sleep? Disturbed sleep? How many have experienced a disturbed sleep? That means nothing wrong is happening outside around me at that time. But I'm still creating wrong energy inside. And who will be able to create wrong disturbance and disturbing energy during the sleep? Who will be able to do that? The ones who have created it during the day in the awake state. And so it will not happen every day. But on a particular day when you have created too much noise inside due to whatever situation outside, and then when you go to sleep, all that noise will replay. And that noise replays, and when that noise replays, we wake up in the middle of the night or we wake up in the morning. How many of us wake up in the morning not very fresh? After 7-8 hours of sleep. And the sign of waking up not fresh is wanting to sleep 5 minutes more. Yes. If there was stillness here, it was stillness here during the day, then during the night, deep stillness. And if there is deep stillness in my sleep, how will you wake up? Just visualize deep stillness during the sleep. How would you wake up in the morning? Would you wake up like this? Oh, already? Don't want to. Then press the snooze button. Then try to experience that stillness in 5 minutes, which was not happening in the last 7 hours. Because that is what sleep was for, right? Sleep was for rest. Rest where? Rest not just in the body, but sleep was for rest here. Because during the day, lot of activity. But if there is too much activity during the day, there is no switch by which I say, okay, switch off because I am going to sleep. And especially not in an era where we super activate our mind before going to sleep nowadays. By doing what? So we know what we do. So as if the noise during the day was not enough. Then in the name of, I need peace for some time, because there's so much happening during the day, now I want to de-stress. And de-stress means I want to experience peace. And to experience peace, what do? So first, during the day, my mind was responding to real life situations. Real life situations, right? Whether it's situations at home, at work, or in the world. But after my mind got tired of responding to real life situations, now my mind started responding to real life situations. Someone's script, someone's story, someone's drama. Do you think that mind really needed to do that after that entire day of creating so much noise? So the first homework today, which is the easiest to do. So that's going to be the first one. And what is that first one? After the mind is tired, responding to so much that's happening, the drama around me in my life, please don't subject your mind to other drama before going to sleep. It's too much for this. It is too much for this mind to handle this. And that is why then the drama goes on also during sleep. Which means there's noise here even during we are sleeping. There's no stillness. And that's why we are not experiencing deep sleep. And when we don't experience deep sleep, we don't wake up fresh. We sleep longer now. Aren't we sleeping longer now? How many hours do we sleep? Average? 8? 10? Where is the time to sleep for 10 hours? But okay, chalo 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The more the noise, simple logic, the more the noise, which means the more tired the mind is thinking, the longer I need to rest. The longer I need to rest. But how long can I keep on resting? Because in my sleep also I am not resting. So physically I am resting, but the mind is active even during my sleep because my mind processes everything that it created during the day and especially what it consumed during the night just before going to sleep. So can we gift ourselves this one habit today? Which is very easy. The rest ones will be deeper, but this is very easy. And what is that one simple habit? Tell yourself, I have enough drama in my life. I don't want to consume any more drama with a belief system that this someone's written drama will actually give me peace from my own drama of life. Because we consume it only with that perception. This is my time. So my time is very important. My time should be used for silencing these thoughts rather than. So can we create this one simple habit today? And what is that one simple habit? No drama. Use that time just before going to sleep to not increase the speed of thoughts, but to actually slow down. One simple, Hanji, no news anytime. Why at night? Why at night? We already know what's happening in the world. Even if we don't want to know, someone will come and tell us, you heard what happened? That's enough to have the information. Definitely, the mind right now does not have the strength to watch the visual, to create, to see those emotions being repeatedly created, and then to have debates on those topics. The news is just information. Such and such a thing has happened in this part of the world. Even that the mind does not have the strength right now because my mind was not able to create the right thought for one ringtone. No, so this is reality check, right? This is a reality check that I was not able to understand the reason how someone could have their phone on. Then how is my mind going to understand how people can do what they are doing in the world? So if my mind created noise for one ringtone, imagine how much noise my mind will create about what's happening in the world. But the world has taught us that we need to be informed about what's happening in the outer world. Because if you go to work tomorrow, no, Monday morning, and somebody says, do you know what happened yesterday? And if you say, no, I don't know what happened. You don't know what happened, you're wrong. So just so that the world should not see me as wrong, I consume everything so that tomorrow I am projected as well informed. Don't need to. You know what the truth is? The more we will consume the outer world, the more my inner world will be of the same quality as the outer world. And the more my inner world is the same quality as the outer world, the more the outer world will become that what I don't want it to be. What was the equation? Who is creating who? The outer world is creating the inner world, or the inner world is creating the outer world? Who's creating who? The outer world is creating the inner world, or the inner world is creating the outer world? Who's creating who? So now just visualize something really, really, really big, which the whole world believes is wrong, happens in the outer world. In one part of the world. It can happen in one small town in some country, in some one part of the world. But because of media, and now not just the news which is going to come at 9 o'clock in the night, but it comes to us the next minute. Right? So see what is escalating what we actually wanted to finish in the world. So here in one part of the world, something happens. One person out of the 800 billion population of the planet does something which was wrong. Information of that is there on every phone within few seconds, few minutes. One person did that what was not right, and now everybody read it, watched it, discussed it, phone. Watched it, read it, discussed it, forwarded it. And everyone, like one phone rang and we all said wrong. Right? One phone rang, we all said wrong. And when we all said wrong, what's the energy just got created in the hall? Wrong, 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 wrong. And when so much of this energy of wrong, wrong, wrong gets created in the hall, more phones will ring. And that is what's happening in the world. So when something not right happens, and the equation is the inner world creates the outer world, then when something not right happens in the outer world, what is the responsibility of the inner world? What's the responsibility of the inner world? And this outer world, you don't necessarily need to consider the planet. Just look at your home. Just look at your workplace. One thing happens which is not right. What is the responsibility of the inner world? What is the responsibility of the inner world, since the inner world creates the outer world? Something not right happened in the outer world. What's the responsibility of the inner world? Okay, let's say chaos in the outer world this morning. What's the responsibility of the inner world? One situation of chaos. Here is my inner world. My inner world desires this world to be peaceful. Equation is that my inner world creates this outer world. There was one situation of chaos here. What's the responsibility of the inner world? Right. to create calm, to create peace, to create power, to create blessings, to create prayer, to meditate, and create so much peace and power on the planet that one wrong gets healed and no wrong ever happens after that. But we are not using that power we have. And when we get that information of one wrong that happened in the outer world, very soon millions and billions of minds are saying wrong, 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 and then discussing and discussing and discussing about that wrong. And after discussing the entire day, then in the night listening to other people discussing on news channels. And we are listening and speaking and saying the same thing again. And we're saying it's natural to speak like this, it's natural to think like this because that one person did wrong. And what did we do the rest of the day? And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And when we create all that chaos in the inner world and we bring it into our words and we discuss it and we write about it and we post it and we do everything, saying that we are creating a solution. If we were able to create solutions, then those things should have never happened again. Right? So get the equation right. In order for me to create a peaceful world, I will have to first create a peaceful mind. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to know what's happening in the world. It doesn't mean I say like I don't want to know what's happening in the in the world. I will know what's happening in the world even if I don't want to know. It's just not possible not to know now what's happening in the world. But like we said, here is something which didn't go right. What should I immediately do? What can I immediately do to heal the world? We can't just sit back watching all that and say, oh, who will create peace in the world? What is so-and-so doing? What is they doing? What are they doing? What am I doing? So second homework of today. Every time, which is almost every day we hear something happening. Here comes the piece of information. Here comes the piece of news. Take 30 seconds and pray or meditate for them. Can we do that? Can we do that? Who's ready to do that from today? Is it easy? Difficult? We spend hours thinking and talking about it. We don't need to do it. We don't need to think and talk about the same energy which we believe is wrong. Then why are we creating more and more and more of that energy? We need to create the energy which will heal that so that more of that does not happen. So every time we receive a piece of information which was not correct, let us take 30 seconds. Let us pause for just 1 minute and create right, pure, peaceful, powerful vibrations for them. Can we do that? Can we do that? Yes? Can we pray specifically for them? Who would we pray for? The one who was wronged or the one who did the wrong? Who will we pray for? Because in most situations, one was wronged and the other was wrong. So who should the prayer be for? One was wronged, the other was wrong, and a lot of people are in pain because of that. So 3. Who should we meditate for? Always, always make that a rule. We are not going to meditate and pray only for the one who was wronged. That, of course, is very important. And the one who was the wrong act. Is that person, is that soul also in pain? The one who was wronged is in pain. The one who did the wrong, are they in pain? Are they in pain or they are the cause of the pain? Are they in pain or are they the cause of the pain? They are in pain, that is why they became the cause of the pain. If they were a happy self, peaceful, powerful, pure, contented self, they would not do anything that will cause pain. So I have to be in emotional pain myself to be able to indulge in something which will create emotional pain outside. And now just go back from that outer world to your tiny little world at home. You'll all come back from work, school at the end of the day, and one family member just shouts just that much wrong. Just that much. They just shout at you. Language, aggressive, emotion, criticism. And doesn't happen just once, happens often. They are doing the wrong. I am the one who's being wronged. Who is in pain? Who is in pain? Because we have to look at the smaller picture, then we'll be able to look at the bigger picture of what's happening on the planet. Who is in pain? The one who is screaming is in pain, or the one who is being shouted at is in pain? The one who is criticizing is in pain, or the one who is being criticized is in pain? Okay, again. On the left hand, put the one who is criticizing. Okay, the one who is criticizing. Put the person on the left hand. And on the right hand, put yourself being criticized or being shouted at. Now look. Who is the one who is in pain? The one who is criticizing or the one who is being criticized? Both? More? Which one more? Being criticized or criticizing? Whom would you call emotionally unwell? The one who is criticizing or the one who is being criticized? The one who is? How many of you feel the one who is criticizing is emotionally unwell? And how many of you believe the one who is being criticized is emotionally unwell? Okay, how many of you don't believe that the one who is criticizing is unwell? I bet so many didn't raise their hands. Okay, again raise your hands. How many of you believe that the one who is criticizing is emotionally unwell? Emotionally, not physically, mentally, emotionally unwell. They are here on the left-hand side. Now let's place ourselves on the right-hand side. So we are the one who are being criticized. Okay, and this one is the criticizer. This one is I, the victim. Because I believe I am the victim. Which one has more chances of being able to take care of their mind? The one criticizing or the one being criticized? Which means who is more healthier? Acha, the one who is being criticized is healthier than the one who is criticizing. So who has the margin to be more peaceful right now? The one criticizing or the one being criticized? Areva, very good. Now, look at this. This mind is disturbed mind. Not a healthy mind, just for those few minutes. Not a mental health issue. Emotional health issue. Emotional dis-ease. What is a dis-ease? I'm at ease. Now, dis-ease, discomfort. So here is somebody whose mind is in pain. And that's why their vocabulary is a little different. Their way of expressing what they are saying is a little different. A little bitter. Isn't it a little bitter? We say to them, you could have said the same thing in a different manner. Yeah, they could have, but why are they not being able to do it? Because over here, there's some pain. But this person on the right-hand side, They are healthy, right? Then why did they create pain? Who is the victim? The left-hand side or the right-hand side? The left-hand side is the victim or the right-hand side is a victim? The left-hand side is a victim of their own thoughts and belief system. And the right-hand side, who has the power to be the master, chooses to become a victim of the behavior of the left-hand side. And the left-hand side looks at the right-hand side and said, you shouldn't be this way. You should do this. Because the left hand is very clear. The right hand is very clear how the left hand should be. But is the right hand clear of how I should be? Because I do not create the right thoughts at that time because I believe I'm being wronged. If I shift from believing I'm being wronged to understanding that they are in pain, will I be able to change my way of thinking? Now place someone you know on the left-hand side. Family, colleagues, friends, wonderful people, but sometimes in pain. They're one particular, this is what happens in the world. This is what I'm telling you. If when the first phone rang, had we just paused for 30 seconds and say, I understand, I radiate love and power, and after this there will be no phone that will ring. Not a single one would have rang after that. We can still do it and experiment what happens. But we said, how could the phone ring? Why did the phone ring? She announced, don't ring. Why did? Ripple effect of thoughts and vibrations. Inner world influences the outer world. Every 15 minutes there is a ringtone now. It is not the outer world which creates the inner world. It is the inner world which creates the outer world. If I want a beautiful outer world, I have to do nothing. I only have to create a beautiful, peaceful, powerful inner world. So, did we get somebody on the left-hand side? How many have found somebody on the left-hand side? Anybody who's not found? But we're not raising our hands, so never mind. Maybe the person is sitting right there on the next chair. वो भी तो हो सकता है. Of course, it's going to be somewhere here, either this side or this side. Now, again to remember, they are wonderful people, but wounded. It's like wonderful people can fall ill, right? Yes or no? Yes, why not? But when they are unwell, if the rest of the wonderful people take care of them, then what will happen? Very soon, that one person will also be healed. But what happens when that wonderful person falls ill and everybody else just consumes that infection and everyone else starts creating pain? Then what will happen to that first person who was in pain? So let's say one person on the left-hand side, 2, 3, 4, 5 members of the family on the right-hand side. And this one person only has this one habit of being very critical about everything that's done. And language is also very bitter. Left hand. And the right hand, the rest of the family, very wonderful people, but they create hurt every time they receive this vocabulary. So when the one who is criticizing is creating pain, and the one who is creating hurt is creating pain. But the one who is creating hurt believes that the one who is criticizing is wrong, and the one who is creating hurt is normal, justified, right. This is what has to change. Creating a lower energy is creating a lower energy. And each time I'm creating a lower energy, I'm doing something which is not right for me. I'm going like this. So we're going to stop living like a victim and saying, it's because of them, because of them. What they are doing is only depleting. What they are doing is only depleting Bataiye, what they are doing is only depleting them. If I am criticizing you right now, every word I speak, every emotion I create while I'm saying that, that's an energy that I am creating. Who is it going to affect? Me. Where will it affect me first? Here. Second, where will it affect? It will affect my body because I'm creating that lower vocabulary, bitter words every day. And then, whatever I'm speaking and radiating, it's coming to you. Do you have the power to think differently and protect yourself? I am not well. Though I don't believe I'm not well, because I will say I have a reason why I'm criticizing you. But I'm on a lower energy, emotionally unwell. Do you have the power to protect yourself from my virus? Wear a mask. Yes, absolutely. Wear a mask. And now what's the mask going to be? It is wear a mask. Even before wearing the mask, first distance yourself. Don't stand there in front of them and wear a mask. Which means, in this case, it's not going to be go into the other room. Because that's what we do. I'm not going to stand in front of them. Go, close the door, go into the other room. Here we don't need physical distancing. Here we need vibrational distancing. You stand there right next to them. You're sitting there right there on the same couch. And here there is someone who's going here like this in pain. And you are here. If you start creating hurt, let's say hypothetically this is a vibration of 30. No figure, huh? This is just a figure. And if I start creating hurt, then which vibration will I also come to? And when I come to that vibration which is very close to them, then the power of their virus affecting me, it's like I went and sat right next to the person who was infected. So the chances of me catching it is going to be higher. So we physically distance ourselves. Now, how do we distance now? In terms of emotional virus, how will we distance ourselves? Do it, then it becomes very easy. Karo aise. Here is an emotional virus. It could be ego, it could be anger, it could be criticism, it could be jealousy, it could be worry, it could be fear. Any emotion which is on the lower energy is a virus. It's an emotional infection. It's here. So let's say they are 30. Where do I need to be? Very simple. Very simple. This is vibrational distancing. Not go into another room. Not separate. We can't keep separating. I'm not going to live with this person. I'm not going to work with this person. You will have to live or work with someone. And everyone will have their own different viruses. So, now when I vibrationally distance myself, what will I have to do to vibrationally shift up? In a situation which is not right for me. I will have to create. Now I have to create one thought. When I create a thought, how could they say this to me? Why did they say this to me? Where do I start shifting? I go like this, very close to them. Now I want to be here. What thought should I create? Specific thought. Just think, what thought should I create? Om Shanti. First thought which will protect you is, they are not doing wrong to me. They are in pain. Does this shift the energy? They are not the cause of my pain. They are in pain. Does this shift any energy in me? What does it shift me from what to what? It shifts me from being a victim to their behavior. It shifts me to being compassionate. Can we create this thought now? Tomorrow, Sunday. Perfect day to experiment. So tomorrow at home, Monday at work, anyone around you. And we're living in a world that almost all of us have some virus, right? Just shout out what viruses can be there in a human personality. All the lower energy emotions. Let's list them out. Anger, ego, jealousy. If comfortable, shout out yours, not the other person's. Because that will only make you see what I have. Even worry, fear, guilt, irritation, impatience, holding on to things of the past. What a depleter. Something that happened 2 years back, I'm still holding on to it. What it's going to do to my energy? It's going. See the whole list. Manipulation, controlling, dominating. There's a whole list. So, this person on the left hand has one of them right now. And I want to shift here. What do I have to create? I have to stop believing that they are doing wrong to me. When I say they are doing wrong to me, I take that virus here. They are not doing wrong to me. They are being wrong to themselves. Now this shifts me from becoming a victim of their behavior and allowing and justifying me creating pain in response. It shifts me to understanding that they are in pain and allows me to create compassion for them. What does the world need today to heal? What does the world need today to heal? The world needs compassion. But for the world to have compassion, who will have to create it? I. Where will I have to create it? In my world and then in my world. We can't change the world, but we can change this world and then a reflection of that, our world. So let's do first step. It's easy to say, oh, there needs to be compassion in the world. Let me create compassion for every individual around me. Can I do that? Yes, and compassion means first understanding that the ones who are not behaving perfect, at that moment they are in pain. First step. And when I understand they are in pain, I don't create any pain. So the minute I don't create any pain, I have automatically shifted. I'm back to my normal healthy self. Now, what is the next step? What do you do next? First, you distance yourself. Then you have created that mask around you which says, it's not about me, it's about them. And then what do we do next? Distance, wear your mask, and then what do we do next? Now we help to take care of them. That is very important. So what do we do for that now? First distanced, protected. Now next step, just to heal them. Send a blessing. That is what we said. So whether it is something happening in the bigger outer world, whether it's something happening in your smaller outer world, the equation is the same. That when anyone is unwell emotionally, don't consume their pain. Don't create pain in response to their pain. Just take 30 seconds, understand their pain, and create blessing. And that is for even if something bigger is happening in the outer world. So can I create a blessing for someone who's being wrong to me? Close your eyes. Let's do it right now. How do we create a blessing for someone who's being wrong to me? First, bring them on the screen of your mind. And now look at them with a different perspective. Because till this morning we said they are wrong. Changing vocabulary is just changing vocabulary which will shift me from noise to peace. They are in pain. Just one thought. They are seeking happiness and love. They are looking for peace and power. Now, whichever quality you believe they need, create a blessing. You are a fill in the blank. Which means if someone is aggressive, create a blessing. You are a peaceful soul. Give the vitamin where there is a deficiency. Select carefully. Someone is critical, dominating, blessing. You are a loveful, respectful soul. If someone has the habit of doubting you, create a blessing. You are a beautiful soul. You trust me completely. Give them that thought which they are not able to create right now. Inject it into their system. They are not able to create a thought, I trust you. You inject it into their system. You say, you trust me. But when they cannot trust you, we create a thought, oh, they don't trust me, they don't trust me, they don't trust me. And by creating that thought, we are injecting that same thought into that system which the system already has. And by injecting that thought into that system, we are only increasing what they already were. So very clear, see what is the vacuum there, what is the lacking there. What is it you want them to create which will be healthy for them and healthy for this world? And just give that blessing. You are a. If someone doesn't accept you, expectations never ending, never contented, inject it into their system. You accept me. I accept you. Put it in their system. And when I create this thought, I accept you, you accept me. Who is the first one who started to feel comfortable? Here. When I create a thought, in spite of doing all that I do, this is what I get in return, ungrateful. They don't care for me, they don't love me. So much noise in the inner world. It is that noise in the inner world which I say, I don't have peace. Chaos. And I just create one thought. They are the ones who are right now not peaceful. I am fine. I am comfortable. I accept them. And they accept me. Full stop. The mind will again start saying, but how can they say, I accept them, they accept me. The mind will say, but like this if you do, they will take it. I accept them, they accept me. Treat your mind as another person sitting here who is saying to you, you know what, you don't need to be nice to this person who's not being nice to you. And just tell them, you know what, I know what I'm doing. Because the mind is still used to our earlier habit of conversation inside, right? My mind is still going to say, oh, poor you, you are the one who is always getting all this. Tell your mind, no, I am the powerful one here. It's they who need my help. It's they who need my power. So there will always be two thoughts in the mind. Can we do that? Yes? Can you stop your mind from saying all those wrong lines and teach the mind to create the right ones? Yes, and when you do that, because that part of my mind will try once, twice, 3 times, and then when by the time I'm silencing my mind, another friend will say, how can you be nice like this when they've done this to you? As if my mind was not enough, now I have somebody else to give me that advice. They are also not wrong. They are also not wrong, because they are going to perceive the situation as per how they are seeing the situation. But like how I'm able to say it to them, you know what, I know what I'm doing. You know, I know what I'm doing. They say, no, you don't know. Say, hold their hand and say, I know what I'm doing. It's not very easy right now to get the right advice, because people will give us the advice as per their way of thinking. And their way of thinking is still the victim way of thinking. We are going to be the ones who will change our way of thinking, experiment with that new way of thinking, and when you get the result, then share that new way of thinking with everyone around you. And that's how we will ripple effect shift that peace from here to out there. So can we create this thought for them? I accept you, you accept me. Possible? If that other person on the left-hand side is jealous of me, what thought should I create for them? Anji? Because they're different virus, right? So different deficiencies, different vitamins. So if there is jealousy, insecurity, what should I create for them? You are a happy soul, huh? You are contented. That soul is believing they haven't got what they deserved. Get the right thought there. First understand what is their thought and then inject that right thought into them. That soul believes they have not got what they wanted. So what thought should we inject into their system? They believe they have not got what they wanted, and they believe other people got more than what they wanted or what they deserve. So what blessing should we radiate to them? What blessing should we radiate to them? You are a beautiful soul. You are successful. You are successful. Are they not successful? Yes? Can we say that to them from here? Don't say it here. All this is happening here. Here will not have impact. Because when I'm saying it from here, they're only listening from here. Right now, this is not going to work. Right now, we want to just inject it right there, where their ego is not going to stop that right thought from entering into their system. If someone is jealous, you can't go and tell them, you know what, you're successful. They're like, oh, they're saying this to trouble me. That ego is a big barrier there. So that is why the most powerful form of communication is blessings. Blessings means silent. Silently radiate that thought. And when you're doing it silently, it's also coming from your deepest intent. You're not just saying it for the sake of saying it. Sometimes we say a lot of nice things, but we're not creating those nice things here. We're just saying those nice things, and those nice things don't have effect on anybody. Because that niceness has to be first created here. Unless I create it here, it cannot impact the other person. We have to influence them with our thoughts. We have to empower them with our thinking. We have to heal them with our thinking. It's easy to say, who did this, what did they do? There's so much happening around in our own world. Let's start healing our own world, the bigger world will get healed. So now close your eyes. Find that one person you're going to heal. Not too many names to begin with, just one name now. One. Where you are going to take this responsibility that I'm going to heal them. Home, family, colleagues, friends, neighbor, it could be anyone. And now create that specific blessing, just one simple, pure, powerful thought. That every time I think of them, this is the song that will play, my one thought. Every morning when I meditate, this is the one thought I will create for them. Every time I see them, this is the one thought I will create for them. Every time somebody is talking about them, this is the one thought I will create about them. Just one thought takes less than 5 seconds. And when I choose and repeat that one thought many times in a day, on a daily basis, the rest of the clutter, the rest of the noise in my mind is over and out, finished. It's finished. They may take time to heal, but who is the one I healed first? I healed myself. I created my peace, and that peace will heal me. That peace will even heal my body. Sometimes there is someone in my life on the left-hand side, and I think so much about what they do that I don't just create pain in my mind, it actually radiates into creating pain in my body. Just because someone around me was not their perfect self. But because I did not take care of how to think about them, I did not just create a blockage here, I actually created a blockage here. I may not have the power to change them, though we do have the power to influence them. But even if I believe I don't have the power to change them, at least start using the power to protect yourself from their behavior. Yes or no? Yes. So that when I protect myself, I first protect myself here and then I also protect my body. Someone did something which was not right and I have still held on to it in my subconscious mind. Anybody has anything in that subconscious mind? It may not be on the conscious layer of the mind. Conscious layer of the mind is this normal day to day, what is going on thoughts. Subconscious means it's there in the cupboard. I'm not throwing it out. Every time I clean the cupboard, check when you clean cupboard, there are certain things which are never used. Do we have certain things in the cupboard which are never used, but we don't take them out? They are there. And we keep them there. And somebody said, throw it out, you haven't used it for 10 years. No, you never know when I will need it. I put it back there. So it is that cupboard. That cupboard has emotions and memories which were not very perfect. My perception was not perfect that time. It may be even something when I was a kid. And that is why when we go and get healing done today, not physical healing, but emotional healing, all that cupboard opens. And that healer will tell us, this is what you have held on to, this is what you have held on to. We don't need anybody else to tell us what we've held on to. If we just sit in silence, we'll be able to see the cupboard. And then, why did we hold on to it? Because that day we believed they wronged us. Even if for a 4 or 5-year-old child, they said, my parent wronged me that day. Even that 4 or 5-year-old kid who believed that my parent loved my sibling more than me. Their perception of a situation in life. But that holding on to that emotion for a long period of time actually starts influencing my emotional health. And when I hold on to that sanskar for a long period of time, that same song will start repeating in other relationships. So first it was, my parent didn't love me. Tomorrow it will be, my spouse is not nice to me. Everybody is how they are. But I have created a song, I did not change it, I did not release it, I did not heal it, I did not delete it. And then most important, if I don't heal it, and one day I, the soul, leave the body. Are they going with me? Are they going with me? No. Are they going with me? No. They are not going with me. What they did, not going with me. Situations, not going with me. How I thought about them, going with me. And that is why most of the clutter here is not of this lifetime. It's not of this lifetime. And that's why first thing, the clutter of day-to-day living, clean it immediately. The ones which is the older one in the cupboard will take a little time. But at least the daily cleansing is very important. And when I, the soul, get used to this daily cleansing, cleansing starts becoming my habit. Then I'm able to do deeper cleansing. Then I can go up to my childhood and I can say, no, they didn't do this. They had a reason for this. Because my mind has now started thinking that way. And then I can do deeper cleansing. And when I start doing this, even old patterns just change. So do we need to heal ourselves? We need to heal only ourselves. But when we are healing ourselves, our vibrations will change. A lot of people around us will start getting healed. And that is how the world changes. It's like this ripple effect. From here, and the first thing that will heal will be my body. My body will start healing. There are a lot of doctors, therapists now, who have started preparing a database of when they meet a patient coming with a chronic ailment, and they ask them, did anything happen in your life in the last 3-4 years? And in most cases, the answer is yes. Now again, put your left and right hand and let's see how the disease gets created in the body. Something happens in my life. It could be a rejection, it could be a relationship failure, it could be a professional failure, anything. It could be losing a family member. It is something happened in my life. What happened in my life, can that create a disease in my body? This happened here. Can that create a disease in my body? No. What happens here, how I think about what happens here. So it's not that the disease happened because that happened. The disease happened because of the way I thought and kept on thinking about what happened. It is that emotion that got created here about what happened in the outer world, and then that emotion held on to for a long period of time. Not one thought. One thought cannot create a disease. But you create that one thought, that typical pattern of thinking, and you hold on to it for a month, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And those 3 years, that vibration is radiating from there too. How many of us can feel vibrations of people? Yeah. So like we can feel vibrations of people, people can feel our vibrations. But the first thing which experiences our vibrations is this body. Because the creator of the vibration is here, and for it to radiate and for you to experience it, distance. What is the first thing that's going to experience my vibration? My body. So even if it is not for anybody else, just with the intention of being healthy, because nowadays we are very aware, we want to be healthy, we do a lot to be healthy, right? But again, the lot is all we are doing outside. We are eating right, we are exercising, we're doing everything, lot of supplements, so many supplements, multivitamins on the table, looks as if we are diseased. There's so many bottles lying there. Which is again right, fine, everything that we want to do for a healthy body. But food is a very small part of that health. Exercise is another small part of that health. The bigger part of that health lives here. And that is why we are saying, but they eat right, they exercise daily, they don't drink, they don't smoke. Why did this happen to them? Or why did this happen to me? Because we missed out on one dimension of lifestyle. And where is that dimension? Here. So get the equation right. Situation happened in my life. That situation can do nothing to me. How I think about what happened. So even if this one person in my life is not being right to me, but I start believing I'm the victim who is being wronged, then that victim feeling starts living over here. And when that victim unhappy feeling starts living over here, 24/7 my body has to receive that vibration. No one loves me. The body is getting that message 24/7. No one loves me. They are not nice to me. And when that body keeps getting that vibration, not loves me, not nice, not right, not nice, not right, something not nice is going to happen here. And after that something not nice happens here, we go and get that removed only from the body. So we can do a surgery, we can do a whatever, and we get it removed. But we don't remove it from here. We still don't remove it from here. And that is why the doctor says, change your lifestyle, else we will meet again. Why should a disease recur? Surgery done, it's out of my system. Why should it come back again? Because the cause of the disease was not in the body. Where was the cause of the disease? Here. And if you don't want it to happen again, I will need to change myself. Lifestyle doesn't mean only what I eat, drink, sleep, exercise. Life is here. Life is this energy which is the master of this body. Sit back, check which thoughts are not right. And don't allow your mind to say, but they are not right, how can I create right thoughts? Tell your mind, let everybody be wrong, I can still create right thoughts. Is it true? We can still create right thoughts even if everybody is wrong? Yes. Because the wrong people, whoever we label wrong, are outside. They can do everything wrong outside, but they cannot enter into my mind. True or false? They can shout, they can scream, they can cheat, they can betray, they can do everything outside. Here they cannot enter. Can they enter here? No. They can do wrong here. So always remember, this is their power, this is my power. This is their power, this is my power. Let's say it together. They can shout. अच्छे से बोलो. They can shout. They can scream. They can lie. They can cheat. They can betray. They can exploit. They can do anything outside. You know something? They can even hit. They can even hit. It doesn't mean we have to tolerate all that. We're just saying that is also a power which they have. But they cannot hit me here. This is the only one place where the power is completely mine. But that is the only one place where we're not using the power. And when we start using that power here, life is back in my control. But when I'm not using that power, nothing is in my control. Then I'm a victim to the world. Then I'm a victim to the world. So when I immediately pause and create that blessing, what am I doing? I'm not consuming their behavior and putting it in my cupboard. I'm creating a blessing for their behavior and putting that blessing in my cupboard. And once I put a blessing in my cupboard, what is the body going to receive? What is the body going to? So here is this person shouting at you, screaming, criticizing, and you create a thought. I'm a pure soul, powerful soul. They are a pure soul. I accept them. They accept me. Full stop. What's gone into the cupboard? What's gone into the cupboard? They are still shouting. But what have I recorded here? This recording is my permanent property. This recording is radiating the vibration to the body. But if I create a thought of how they are behaving, then their behavior becomes my recording, and then my recording becomes the vibration for my body. On an average, how many people do we interact with on a daily basis? On a daily basis, how many people do we interact with? 2, 5, 10, 20. If 10 people, everyone has one wrong habit, rest everything is perfect about them, and I choose to create a thought about that one wrong habit apart from the 20 nice habits they have. And by the end of the day, I just have 10 negative recordings here. Is that not enough for the body to get affected? Is that not enough for the body to get affected? And then apart from that, of course, all the wrong that's happening in the world. That is why even for all that is happening in the world, even when you're reading that, immediately create a blessing. Blessing for the one who did the wrong, blessing for the one who was wrong, blessing for everyone who's in pain just reading about it. And by doing that, I heal myself and I radiate that ripple effect, that vibrations of healing to the world. The world needs healing because we are abusing the world just by the way we think. The way we think. So little practice from today. Here you see a wrong, here create a thought. Here you see a wrong, here create a blessing. So if the phone rings, what blessing? Next time, in any other program. Today it won't ring anymore. Next time, any other program, phone rings. We are not going into the it's right or wrong, because suddenly the mind is going to say, oh, so much wrong happening in the world. Why should we say it's right? It's not right and wrong. Create a blessing. Create a blessing. Because your right energy will help that energy to get healed. Create a blessing, which means create a peaceful, powerful thought for that place which is not experiencing peace right now. That's the only way to spread that energy of peace on the planet. So what thought should we create if the phone rings in another program? Hanji. I accept. Oh. What do they need? You know, if it was you and your phone rings, just visualize what happens. Suddenly, hundreds of people have started thinking about you. Even if they don't know who you are, they're thinking about you. Right? Because we're thinking about the owner of that phone, and that's you. You know, hundreds of people suddenly, if 100 people create even one thought, how could they not switch off their phone? Even this much, nothing more than that. If 100 people at the same time create one thought for me, how could they not switch off the phone? Just visualize 100 ripples coming to you like this. What will it do to you? The phone was a beautiful ringtone, but I will start becoming uncomfortable just because of that vibration. And when I become uncomfortable, then my chances of doing more of what I was doing will only increase. Heal people, heal everyone. And the only way to do that is not think of what they did, create a blessing for what they should be doing, how they should be. That's all. Which means don't think what you are seeing, think that what you want to see. But the vocabulary of that thought had to be, it already is. That is called the law of manifestation. Manifestation is not about, I have a job, I have a car, I have the best bungalow in the... Hey, this is not manifestation. This is not needed. Create a manifestation of perfect health for everybody, beautiful emotional health, everybody pure, everybody powerful. Create that vibration. Create that and it will manifest. And it will manifest. Will it or will it not? Will it or will it not? How many of you have chosen that one person on the left hand? Because we have to experiment with this. We are not going to believe it till we experience it. So choose that one person, create that one thought, and only repeat that. Repetition of that one single thought will change the energy. Who will change first? So let's get the order right. Who will change first? I. Here, not here. This is second. Body, this is body. Second. I, the being, soul. So who will change first? I. Second, who will benefit? My body. So actually, who am I doing all this for? Myself. And third, where will the vibration radiate? To them. Who will heal next? They. Fifth, their body. The one who is criticizing you, imagine what their body is receiving, what vocabulary every single day. What vocabulary. And they don't criticize one person, they criticize many people. So what their body is going to receive every day. So next, they heal, their body heals. And then most important, environment. That environment can be the environment of my house, the environment of my office. We have to create that environment and live in that environment. So we say because of this one person, the energy of our house is spoiled. But that's only one person. What are the rest of the people doing? So even if that one person in the house is radiating negative energy, we just need one more person to radiate the opposite. And the energy of the house will change. So never live like a victim and say, they are the cause of all the problems in our life. Say, I am the cause of all the perfection that I'm going to create in this house. No victim feeling. No victim feeling ever. Even if everyone in your house is wrong, we need only one right person to create the magic. We need only one right mind to create those vibrations, inject it into their system. Each one of them is anyways a beautiful soul, just not well. And so when you give them that healing energy, they will heal very soon and the energy of the house will change. So the healing happens from here, then to our little home, and then to the city and the country and the world and the planet like this. It's not waiting for a peaceful world to be peaceful. It is about being peaceful to create a peaceful world. If my body is unwell, can I be happy? No? Okay. Again, keep your hand here. And let's visualize this hand is hurting. Really feel it right now. It's hurting. Really paining. Hurting. Where is it hurting? With the finger, where is it hurting? Here. And when it's hurting here, will there also be pain here? Check. Check. When it's hurting here, will there also be pain here? Here. See, this is why this time is so important. We're just checking basic thoughts. It's hurting here. It could be hurting here also. It could be the whole body is hurting. When it's paining here, obviously it will pain here. If we focus on the pain. Okay, chalo, put your hand. That's why you have to do it. Otherwise you won't get the answer right. It's paining here. It's really paining. Not just paining. Chronic pain. Chronic pain in my right hand. I'm not even able to do this. Even that is hurting. It's hurting. Is it hurting here? Hurting here? Yes. Obviously it will hurt here. Does this pain from here travel here and reach here? No? Then how does it pain here? This pain has to travel here and reach here for it to pain there, right? Then how does it pain here? Very good. So now let's get the answer right. When it pains here, it doesn't pain here. But when I create thoughts about the pain here, it is that one part which we have removed from the equation. That is why we are not getting our answers correct. Situation is what the situation is. The situation does not create the pain. The way I think about the situation creates the pain. That I part we have removed. Now we just have to put the I everywhere. So when it pains here, does it pain here? No. Very good. Now what do I have to do for it to pain here? Hanji. Please let's recite a few thoughts which create the pain here when it's paining here. Why is it paining here? Very good. What else? Acha, what did I do for it to pain here? What next? What's going to happen next? Will it get better? Will it get worse? Will I lose my hand? Why me? Yes. We create such beautiful thoughts that after a few minutes, this pain is lesser than the pain here. Yes, it is. This gets like. But now the equation, which is very important. When it pains here, will it pain here? When it pains here, it doesn't pain here. We create the pain with our thoughts. But once we've created the pain here, will it influence the pain here? Because the equation is mind over matter. The vibration is from here to here, not from here to here. The pain here can go up to here, 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 here. My spine, my entire body can pain. But the pain of the body cannot create pain in the mind. The way the mind thinks about the pain in the body will start creating the pain in the mind. But once there is pain in the mind, then the body will start hurting more. So this is the power to remember. Even if everything is hurting, just keep this happy. And when this is happy, this will start healing. And if this has reached a stage where it cannot be healed anymore, even in that stage, how should I be? Which stage are we talking about? Which stage are we talking about? When this cannot be healed anymore. In that stage, how should I be? You know which stage we're talking about, right? Which stage? We are about to leave the costume. Oh, yes, oh. Why? No plans to leave? Why are we thinking about it also? Why should we not think about it? Why should we not know that how we are supposed to live? Why should we not know how we are supposed to allow other people to live? Because we never think about it, we never talk about it. So we only create pain about it. Should we leave the body in pain? Should we leave the body in pain? If I leave the body in pain, where is the pain going with me? My next journey. And most of the pain that we have today has actually come from there. Because if you look at your life, more or less everything was fine in this life. But I'm still not happy. I'm still not contented. You have a good job, you have a good family, you have a good body. It's sitting here in this one chair for the last 3 hours in one position. This itself is a sign that everything is fine in my life. But I am still not happy. I am still not happy because of a lot of pain that I have carried from those emotional patterns which don't allow me to think right about everything so beautiful in my life. So when I leave this costume, the world will say rest in peace. Hanji? Of course they have a blessing for us. Sometimes they don't even have time to write rest in peace, so they just write RIP. That's all. We should think when we do all these things कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं, है ना? नहीं लिखना मत लिखो. It is about creating a blessing for someone. It's about taking a moment to pray for them, to meditate. It's a moment to send them gratitude and blessings for that new journey that the soul is going to start. It's not a formality to write that over there. It is not to be written to show other people I wrote. It is for my blessings that I want to send out. I understand the soul has moved forward on a new journey. I want them to go with blessings, with power, with gratitude. That. And once you create that, you don't even need to write. You don't need to write actually. Because the one whom you're creating for it, they can't read what you have written. But they can catch what you are thinking. They are catching your intention. A soul can catch all your vibrations. And that is why we are taught that when someone leaves the costume, always think nice for them. Because that time our catching power is highest. What you were not able to catch when you were in this body, you will be able to see everybody's thoughts about you when you leave the costume. When we start meditating, our mind starts becoming silent, catching power increases. But when you are out of the body, catching power is highest. So you will actually know what everybody thinks about you the day you are catching power is highest. So, in what state should we leave the costume? Peaceful. Peaceful means happy. So can you be happy while leaving? Can we be happy while leaving? How many of you want to be happy while leaving? Can you be happy leaving everything? Happy means no clutter. Happy means no conflict. Happy means no holding on to anything in the cupboard. But will I get time to clean it that time? No. So when would I have to clean it? Now. Because I don't know, that era is gone that I know when I will leave. है ना? That era of more or less certainty, okay, abhi now 90, 100, 110, हाँ, abhi to start cleaning up the cupboard. That era is over. Now it can happen to me. Not that we have to think that it can happen, but the reality is it can happen. So I need to keep the cupboard cleaned. I need to travel light, no baggage. No baggage. I will not get time to forgive that day while I'm leaving. I can go to sleep tonight and not wake up tomorrow morning. Will I get time to forgive, to release, to create a blessing, to change? Will I get the time to do that? No. All my baggage will go with me. And imagine having an argument just before going to sleep and not waking up next morning. Those long, long conversations on WhatsApp, message after message after message, clutter. So much clutter. At least another practice, even if there's clutter here, we don't need to write it all out. Because by writing it out, what's going to happen? You're reinforcing that clutter. And when you write it out, you're going to get fresh next message which will add to the clutter. Do not try to resolve things with other people. First, we need to resolve it with ourselves. Trying to resolve something in a disturbed state of mind will not create a solution. It will only get, even saying, come sit, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it is good, but let's talk about it when first we have talked to ourselves about it. We have healed ourselves. We have changed our perception about you. We have radiated blessings to you for the last 10, 15 days. Now come, let's talk about it. Because then it will be a conversation which will radiate beautiful energy to each other. But I have so much clutter on my mind. You have so much clutter on your mind. I have held on to the past. You have held on to the past. And we are actually taking the risk. Let's come talk about it. What do you think is going to come out of the conversation? We are going to come out of that conversation in more pain than what we got into it. We say, this is what you think about me. This is what you think. You never told me this is how you think. It would have been better not to know now. Because it's only getting entangled. We cannot resolve conflict here. We only have to resolve it here. When we resolve it here, there's no more any conflict here. But even if everything gets okay here, okay, fine, I forget about it, you forget, okay, we are friends. But I have not resolved it here. That conflict continues. And very soon it will again create conflict outside. So don't waste time in creating resolution outside. Conflict resolution has to happen here. And how many have to do that conflict resolution here? Who has to do it? Only one person. Who's one person going to be? I. Every time I have to do it? Why should I do it every time? Very good. Because I want peace. So simple. Life is simple. So I want it. Let anybody be the creator of the conflict. I can be the one who can resolve it just by cleaning it up here. And every time remember, I, the soul, will leave this costume. They will not go with me. What they did will not go with me. This present situation will not go with me. What I'm thinking about it is getting recorded, an eternal recording which cannot be edited, cannot be deleted. And this becomes my baggage. And then in my next costume, people will say they have come with a baggage. I don't want to go with the baggage. But if I don't want to leave with the baggage, I will have to live without the baggage because I can leave anytime. So just sit with yourself, check how you are thinking, change how you are thinking, resolve the conflict here. Here it can take its time, no problem. But resolve the conflict here. So we need peace only in one place, in my inner world. Even if my body is diseased, even if my relationship is going through its ups and downs, even if I've lost my job, even if I lost my home, I need to first create peace here to get everything right back there. Because only one place is permanent here. And when I get it right here, getting it right back here is easier. But without getting it right here, trying to get everything right back here is difficult. So who had said nothing in life is, no, I've forgotten the correct line, but something about life was not right. What was that line? Not satisfied with anything in life. That was the line. Please give him a blessing so that he can change the line. Not satisfied about anything in life. Blessing. Not I, you. We are blessing here. You. See, outside life, 90% will be perfect, 10% may not be what I want it to be, but I create these strong statements, a lot to do with all this content that I'm consuming nowadays with very strong statements. So now it's no more about how perfect this life is, but one thing is certain, that I have created imperfection here. Now this imperfection will start affecting my normal perfect life. So be very careful here. If everything is perfect here, create a perfect thought. If some things are not perfect here, create a perfect thought. If everything is imperfect here, create a perfect thought. And with the perfect thought, the law is sankalp se srishti. Thoughts create our world. Create a perfect thought and your world will start becoming perfect. And this is something that is not new. We've all experienced it in our life. You would have met people whose body is diseased. Medical prediction would be it cannot be healed. But they refuse to accept that medical prediction. Some people refuse to accept a medical prediction. Some people refuse to accept an astrological prediction. Some people refuse to accept people's prediction about them. And they and go just create one thought. And then the world calls it a miracle. Then the world calls it a miracle? Yes. So what is miracle? Just using the power of the mind. Using the power of the mind, I can create a miracle in my mind. I can create a miracle in my body. I can create a miracle in my relationships. This is also status symbol. I am not spiritual. But what is the meaning of that word? I am not spiritual. You're an energy, which is the master of this body. You are a spirit. You are a soul. There is no question of saying I'm not. There's no meaning to that line. But somebody will say it, other people will read it, very soon it sounds cool. And then we start neglecting the most powerful part of our life. So each one of us is that energy. The people who will start taking care of that part of their life are called spiritual. Spiritual doesn't mean changing the color of the clothes you wear. Spiritual is not about changing anything that you're doing outside. Spiritual is about changing the way you are thinking about everything happening outside, and by changing your way of thinking, creating a lot of changes outside also. A lot of changes outside will happen when our thoughts start changing. So should we spend some time every day taking care of the inner world? Is it not the biggest mistake to say, I don't have time for that? Is it not being mean to ourselves by saying, I don't have time for myself? So first line change to be peaceful. I have lot of time. Boliye jara. I am very easy. People will say, why you have no work to do? That is their belief system. Because they believe that those who are working are always busy. Busy is a lower energy vibration. Always agitated, always walking like this, moving like this. Always believing that I don't have. And when I keep creating this thought, I don't have, energy is radiating to the body, I don't have. Energy is radiating out into the world, I don't have. I have more than I need. So how much time do we have? Lot of time. Hai? Lot of time. So good. From that lot of time that we have, we will take out a little time to start taking care of ourselves. Commit at least 15-20 minutes to yourself every single day. To that part of your life which can completely change your outer life. All the effort that we put for days and years here, put 15 minutes here. All the hours we spend arguing with our spouse trying to resolve a conflict, spend 5 minutes here. Just spend 5 minutes here. Clean the clutter. Radiate nice vibrations to them. Be nice. Simple. Simple. But we will type messages repeatedly. We will type, we will talk, we have all the time for that. That time we don't say, I don't have time. Then I will say, sit, we have to talk. The person says, I need to go to sleep. What sleep? I am not being able to sleep. How can you sleep? Wake up. I will not let you sleep till we don't resolve. We have all the time for that. We don't need to spend so much time on that. Because the conflict is in the way I'm thinking about them. Even if I want to talk about it, I will have to talk about it in a very peaceful, calm, respectful manner to create a solution. Argument never creates a solution. It only escalates our negativity. Does it not do that? And how much harm happens to the body while we are saying all those words to each other? How much harm of this body? Then the doctors say stress, stress, stress. Where is the stress? It is in all these situations. So never say I don't have time for myself. Say I have lot of time. So ready to commit 15, 20 minutes to yourself every day? Who's ready to say, I love myself? I love myself, so I will give myself time. So every day that time has to be for myself. Nowadays we spend hours with this phone. Hours. Even if you stop that, you are going to create magic with your life. We've already seen the impact of it. It's high time we create a resolution and create a new habit. That I'm not going to deplete myself in the name of entertainment. Haven't we depleted ourselves enough in the name of entertainment? And most important, so much that we are consuming in the name of entertainment has become reality in the world. Because what we watch, we create here. What we create is a vibration that goes on onto the planet. That vibration goes into the world. It influences people's mind and they will bring that drama which was happening in that entertainment series into real life. And who was the cause of all this? Who was the cause of all this? So whenever you're watching something in the news saying so-and-so did this, so-and-so did this, say, I am part of what happened. Because I consumed it from some drama, I created that thought, ripple effect into the planet, somebody got influenced and brought it into their real life. Brought it into their real life. So, moral responsibility, consume right. Don't say they create such things. Creator only creates what the consumer consumes. So whose moral responsibility? The creator of the content or the consumer of the content? Consumer of the content. If the consumer of the content starts consuming healthy, for the creator it's their business. They are not going to create anything unhealthy anymore because they only have to sell their content. So every time I'm watching a content which has lust, anger, greed, jealousy, crime, terror, whatever, I am a part of the problem on the planet. I'm a part of the problem on the planet. Take that as your moral responsibility and just delete. Stop. Be strict with yourself. That is our contribution in healing the world. That is our contribution in this thing should never happen again in the world. Shouldn't we do something so that it never happens again? So first don't consume, then don't create, then don't radiate. The world will heal. The world will heal. So meditation helps us to open our cupboards, heal all those blockages held on for many, many years, cleans our system, makes it easy to empathize and to understand other people's thought process because we have started looking at our thought process. So when I start looking at my inner world, it becomes easy for me to understand the other person's inner world. And then compassion comes natural. How many of you have learned meditation? Because meditation is not something close your eyes and sit like this. That's not meditation. Because Google cannot show you what to see inside the mind. So we go online, say how to meditate, and we see a picture like this. And then we also sit like this. I can't meditate. Meditate is not to become thoughtless. Meditation is about creating the highest vibration thought. So we need to learn how to do that. So in this city, there's a very, very pretty high vibrational meditation center because people meditate there. So the vibrations of the center go very, very pure and powerful. And at the center, we are going to have the meditation course, which is an hour from 23rd September to 27th September. 4 days, 1 hour, total 4 hours. Total 4 hours. 7:45 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. Good timing? Suitable timing? Everybody? Good. G? Wherever you are from, there will be a center there. And if you don't have a center there, then you do it online. But if you have a center, then go into the vibration. It's that vibration which makes a difference. It's that place where everybody else around you is also doing it, so that energy makes it easier for you. Just that's the reason to go to the center. But if there is no center in your city, then you will do it online. And if there is a center, we will go to the center and learn it. Learn it first, then you can do it at home every day. But just go to the center to learn it. Because at home, it's just little tougher, because in a different energy going against the tide. I mean, you go to the center, we are in sync with everybody. Aya has the address and the number and the website. So you can even call up for any more details that you want. And we have lot of time, right? We have lot of time? Yes. So how many of us are ready to commit that 1 hour for 4 days for ourselves? Remember one thing. In every home, if one person also starts learning, the energy of the house will change. The energy of the house will change. It only takes one to create a change. Come, let's sit for a few minutes in silence straight. First and foremost, we create a blessing for ourselves. A blessing which we repeat daily, it becomes a reality. For the last many years, we have been saying, I want peace. And the more we said, I want peace, the more we were not experiencing it, because it was, I want. Let's change that. I am a peaceful being. And visualize that energy in the center of the forehead, like a little star. And gently create this thought. I am a peaceful being. Peace, silence, stillness. This is my nature. It's my personality. I am the creator of my every thought. Gently remind yourself, I am the creator of my every thought, independent of situations, people, profession, body. I am the master. I am the creator of my every thought. I think right always. I think right always. My every word of my inner vocabulary is a high vibrational word. My every line of my inner vocabulary is a blessing. I am a peaceful being, calm and stable always. Always stable, always happy. My life is perfect. Gently say this to yourself. My life is perfect. I am contented. Everything is happening for my benefit. My every thought is a blessing. I am a peaceful being. I prioritize myself. And today I commit to spend time with myself on a daily basis. To take care of the I, which is the creator of my world. I, the powerful being, is the creator of my world. I create the health of my body. I create my relationships. I create everything that's happening around me. I am the master of my mind. I am the creator of my life. I am the powerful being. We will remain in this silence even as we walk out. Spend the next few minutes as you walk out and you drive home. Be in this silence, spending time with yourself, creating the blessing for yourself, for your body, for your people, for your work, for the world. Create a blessing before you reach home. The blessing will be that line I will repeat often, many times in a day, and make it a reality. For myself, for my life, for my work, the highest vibrational thought, the blessing. So as we walk out, let's not engage with the world. Let's not start checking the phone for the next few minutes. Let's just use this time, few minutes as we are walking out. Create the blessing. Just create a blessing and see, as I create the blessing, I experience that peace. Tonight, I might receive an information of something happening on the outer world. Immediately create a blessing. Don't get entangled with what everybody else is talking about it. Create a blessing. And when others talk about it, radiate the blessing to them. Request them to create a blessing. Don't just keep it with you. Share it with them. And that is how we will become instruments to creating the peaceful outer world. And then September 15th to 19th, 1 hour for ourselves. So that what we have contemplated today, we create mastery in that subject. Knowledge is understanding. Meditation creates the power to implement that understanding. I may know what is right, but I need the power to implement that right. And meditation is what increases the fitness of the mind. It's that fitness level. And when one in home starts meditating, the vibrations start healing everybody else. And most important, they empower your children. I'm sure you agree that they need power. Do you believe your children need power? Yes, they are intelligent, very skilled, very well informed, but they need power so that that intelligence and that skill can be used in the right way. Need power. So we need to radiate power into the house for them to receive the power. That's our responsibility as a parent also. So we can start walking out in absolute silence, creating that blessing as we're walking out and spending at least next 10 minutes while you're driving home in silence. Just silence, absolute silence.